Trump set to quadruple Argentine imports of beef. I know you guys have been seeing this in the news. First, Trump bails out the Malay government by giving them initially a $20 billion bailout and then a $40 billion bailout. Malay turns around and does away with all excise taxes on soybeans from Argentina. And now, to help them even more and hurt the American farmer, and now it's not just the soybean farmer, it's the beef rancher, beef industry. And I don't think they're happy about it, but they get what they voted for. F around and find out. This is what happens when you vote for somebody who's erratic, has no plan, just does whatever he feels like he should do to help out his friends. He's helping out his friends in every aspect of life, his billionaire friends, now his friends in other countries. So it's not so much America first, it's Trump's friends first. So let's get into this article here. Trump to quadruple Argentine beef imports while U.S. ranchers fume. U.S. President Donald Trump's administration is quadrupling the country's low tariff imports of Argentine beef in his attempt to lower grocery store beef prices, a White House official said on Thursday, evoking fury from the nation's cattle ranchers. Raising the tariff rate quota on Argentine beef to 80,000 metric tons will let the country ship more of its beef to the U.S. at a lower rate of duty. U.S. beef prices have set records due to tight cattle supplies and strong consumer demand. Yeah, the ranchers have been saying the one bright spot in the market right now is beef sales. And yeah, beef is a lot at the grocery store, and the American people have to bear that. But the American farmers and beef ranchers, especially who I know intimately living in Colorado, went, maybe 90% for Donald Trump in the election, and now he's just screwing them over like he does everybody. He says, oh, they don't understand, but they understand. The U.S. Department of Agriculture on Wednesday announced a plan to expand the domestic cattle herd and support American cattle ranchers. Agricultural Secretary Brooke Rollins on Fox Business Network's Morning with Maria said the administration was working to support both beef customers and ranchers. But hiking imports has angered U.S. ranchers who largely supported Trump in his campaign for president. He said the government should back U.S. products and that increased imports threaten their livelihoods. Exactly. Farmers were also angered by Trump's $20 billion currency swap, which has now become $40 billion, while they lost out to the South American nation on soybean sales to China. A deal of this magnitude with Argentina would undercut the very foundation of our cattle industry, said Justin Tupper, a South Dakota cattle producer and president of the United States Cattlemen's Association. Rollins told Fox Business, "There is frustration in both sides, and I was with the president yesterday, and he is very, very frustrated because of everything he's done to cut taxes to bring down costs. And costs have not gone down. Cutting taxes for the rich doesn't bring down costs." That's the thing with Trump. He doesn't understand basic economics. Economists said the administration's approach would probably not do much to lower prices quickly. U.S. cattle supplies have dropped to their lowest levels in decades after a drought burned up pasture lands used for grazing and hiked feeding costs, forcing ranchers to reduce their herds. Those imports tend to be lean beef that is mixed with domestic supplies to make hamburger meat, and increasing the quota would not likely bring down consumer prices much, U.S. analysts said. Some of the beef could be served at restaurants or mixed into other food products, which could help restaurant operators and food companies improve their margins. Miguel Chilarti, president of Argentina's meat industry chamber, told Reuters that meat exports to the U.S. consist of the country's traditional beef cuts and meat used in the hamburger industry to lower fat levels. "It's good news for the industry," Chilarti said. "Argentine beef is highly valued in the U.S. It has very good press. Argentina is rebuilding its distribution chain in the United States." Senate Majority Leader John Thune of South Dakota, a Republican, told reporters, who has gone along with everything Trump has done, all of his illegal posting of the National Guard in cities and prosecuting his political enemies. John Thune hasn't said a word, but now he's getting it at home with this beef deal. He told reporters he was concerned about White House policy on Argentine beef and hopes to influence its implementation. We're paying close attention to it, and we've been in touch with the White House, Department of Agriculture, U.S. Trade Rep on all this stuff, trying to figure out where it's headed, Thune said. Fellow Republican Representative Adrian Smith of Nebraska, a major cattle state, said in a Wednesday statement that he was also concerned about imports. Policy and statements which unduly influence and undermine the domestic cattle market threaten our domestic food security and are not helpful, Smith said. White House spokeswoman Anna Kelly said Trump had pledged to protect ranchers and deliver economic relief for everyday Americans. Yeah, he pledged to do it, but he's not doing it. His groceries have only gone up. Basically everything in life has gone up since he's become president in the last 10 months or 11 months now. Trump made a lot of promises that he's not keeping. If you like what we're doing here at The Spin Cycle, subscribe, share, comment. We're starting to do a mini docuseries. I'm going to pin that up here if you want to watch that, if you're interested in that. We have memberships now, so if you want to become a member, go ahead and sign up down below. Thanks again, everybody. See you next time.